The fools in life want things fast and easy. Money, success, attention. Robert Greene. My friends, anyone who tells you that you can do some magic little something, learn some little trick, and master the markets in a day or two is lying to you and probably plotting to take your money. We want you to practice with us each and every day. We come to you each and every day. We give you common sense advice. We urge you to practice trade, not to jump in with money, but to practice trade as long as it takes for you to master the markets. And it's fun. It's fun to do. I love coming to the market each and every day. And you can look back over the 10 years, coming on 10 years now that we've done this show. We have hardly ever missed a single day. Only when I was in the depths of the COVID, I had that D version of it, and it was bad. Occasionally I've gotten sick and haven't, or I've been traveling and could not get to an internet connection, but I'm in the market every single day, and it is the nuances of being in the market every day that teaches you. Let's jump into these charts. What's the most amazing, and we'll get to it, is look at HODL. Look at Bitcoin pounding up 13.56% for the day. But let's jump first into the S&P 500. It's up a little bit, 0.10%. We had the interim low last week, 2 weeks ago with average volume. We had the turnaround spinning top this last week. And of course, we started off today. It was up in the morning, pulling back a little bit in the afternoon. And again, we're starting a new week. Yes, the markets were open for Veterans Day. They are not closed. I believe the bond market's closed, but not the, I know, even the bond. Well, the ETF, let's see, did the ETF move today? Looks like it was fairly flat, but it did go down 0.49%. I don't know if that's it looks to me like it was moving, but the official news is that bonds were closed as I understood it, but I'm looking here. Anyway, we'll get to that when we get to it. Not much changing there, but let's talk about first the S&P 500. It was up 0.10%. This is a Heikin-Ashi candlestick. And of course, if you've not taken our Heikin-Ashi training, I'm going to put that at the end of today's video for you because you have to understand how Heikin-Ashi candlesticks work to understand why this is such a big green up candle. Shows you the average pace, and we will pay close attention as the week continues to move. Not a lot of volume here. You look at where things are on the Friday, Monday, 2-day candle, just under average volume. You see decent volume in the afternoon where, again, we had that bit of a pullback. So we will pay attention, see where things are going, if they're topping out and rolling over, or if they're digesting what occurred this last week and things are getting ready to pump up again. Look at the Qs. It was down a little bit, 0.60%. We don't need this anymore. We can get rid of it. It was the prior high, and of course we can see where things have moved above that. But we do see, again, up in the morning, pulling back some in the afternoon as we look at what's going on in the S&P 500. Again, underwhelming as far as the volume, the NASDAQ 100. Underwhelming as far as the volume goes on the 2-day chart. Didn't reach average volume on the half-day chart for this day. And again, starting off very slow. So we'll pay close attention as to the way stocks move this next week after that exuberance from last week. What's up with the 20-year U.S. government bonds? They're showing they're down for the day, 0.49%. We can see where we've punched through that weekly trend line as things start off for the day here. And we'll continue to pay attention and watch as this week progresses. Of course, we've been in this short move for quite a while. We look at where we are on the 2-day chart. And of course, we had an interim low with higher than average volume, things turning around on this latest 2-day candle. So what might we expect? Well, we saw the same thing back on the candle for the 31st and the 4th. That was 31st of October and the 4th of November. And we did not see it on that prior. But again, maybe it's reached a bottom. We will pay close attention. Gold down strong. We talked about a reversal in gold. We also showed you on Friday what was going on with silver, another precious metal. You can see silver moving down strongly also on Monday. But getting back to gold, which we track every day for you, we had, of course, the interim high. Clearly saw it there with average volume. Then we had the telltale red spinning top and higher than average volume last week. And what would we expect but a clean, unlike the S&P, where we had this sort of not really, in fact, I told y'all this last week. We didn't have a nice clean move down again with a clean roll up. We had a very short-term move down and then popping back up again, which is suspect or more suspect than, of course, gold's clean rotation over going down. And, of course, if you would have jumped in that, it was 2.35% today alone as it went. If you would have gone short in gold with puts, because DGZ, which is the inverse fund for gold, is again very illiquid. We don't use that. We practice trade puts. And of course, if you're a Patreon member, the first thing you get the minute you support us at Patreon, you get the 3-part series Options Made Simple the Charting Wealth Way. And you would know how to jump in and initiate a practice trade in a put on gold, and it would have done you righteous. Now let's look at where we are on HODL. This is Bitcoin, the Bitcoin ETF. I'll just show you, look at what also happened with the ETF in Ethereum. It too jumping up crazy strong. I mean, just absolutely amazing, up 14.85%. Now, Bitcoin just a little less at 13.52%, but a hammering up. We see above average volume the last 2 weeks, and of course today on Monday, just hammering up amazing as Bitcoin takes off. If we look at the 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin, you can see the high reached. Now, last week, reached a high of 81,482. This day, 87,934. Boom! Bitcoin is on fire, and HODL likewise. The Bitcoin ETF is also on fire, hammering up. That is where we are as the week starts. Look at the volume already. You can see all the volume in the 2-day that finished drawing today, and you can see the volume in the half-day. Bitcoin on fire. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters. You have questions, problems, concerns, let us hear from you at cw@chartingwealth.com.